No, I can't. Not right now. We'll try to get a little bit further ahead in the process, and then all I can say is like super, super bullish. I mean, the amount of the kind of reach that they have is pretty astounding, and I think that their like utility surrounding their NFT is also pretty interesting. Or like I think that it's useful and it can help people. So did we post this? Did we pin this new one in the Telegram?
Yeah, I'm putting it in now. You're talking about the article?
No, the Twitter space.
Yeah, it's in there. It says they're putting join Twitter space.
Okay.
So I'll put the tweet. Hold on one second.
Right on. What was it? Was it on a timer? I've never done Twitter Space before. We're on the.
Your timer was on 45 minutes.
Oh, really? That's probably it's Niall's bedtime, huh? Dang it. You're like, fuck it, 45 minutes. Fuck off, everybody.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. Well, yeah. If anybody has any questions, just raise your hand. Otherwise, I hope everybody in the previous group there. Oh, there's some people. All right, let's just go through it here. We got crypto something. I'm going to go in order. You know how to do that?
Hey there, I have a question.
Oh, I got it, Joey. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Hi.
Yeah, great job on the chat, by the way. But I want to ask, what are the timelines, and is there a limit for the pre-sale?
Timelines for what?
For both projects.
Like when they're starting, or
yeah, when they're starting. When you think you're going to launch the NFT projects, and when you think you're going to launch the science DAO projects?
I'm hoping both in January.
Oh, okay, so very soon.
Yeah, hoping both in January here. And then a limit on contribution. Yeah, of course. Our last limit for Cliff was 0.1 ETH. And that'll be determined by how many people registered, what the starting market cap is, so on and so forth.
Okay. Do you think it'll be within the next week, or do we have some time here?
I think that you have a little bit of time, but I don't know. Hawk is the one that sets up the registration form. I just try to bring you guys catalysts and good, like legitimate catalysts, and then help those projects do as good as they possibly can, and then everybody else handles everything else, guys.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, can I ask a
Hey, bro,
question?
you have? Can I talk?
Sure.
I just wanted to say I love your guys' projects. I'm in both of them, and I've held the whole time. I sold a little bit of the Inuyasha, but I kept most of it. Just took a little bit of profit so I don't kill the coin. Really like the projects. Can't say enough. Great team.
Thanks, dude. Thank you, for real. Yeah, guys, taking your initial, probably wise, taking profits to live your life and everything, probably wise. Holding beyond the first dip, probably wise. I have tons of people, even whales, different whale chats and groups that are they'll message me right after, and they'll be like, damn, I sold at a 4x, and I'll be like, oh no, it's too bad. But yeah, so
well, that's how I've learned on a lot of these. You don't want to sell them, you want to keep some, and you don't want to kill the coin. You want to just take a little bit out and keep it fair for everybody, right?
Yeah, that's the best part about our DAOs. I think that everybody, obviously we have some opportunistic kind of people, can't blame them. You watch $400 turn into $130,000 or whatever it was. 160,000 at all time high. And it's you can't blame them. You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
It's hard to judge. So it's we all try to be pretty understanding. Sometimes it's at the wrong time. A lot of times you see people, they buy the 100% candle and then they sell the downtrend, right? I've always made the most money doing the exact opposite of what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
it, you know, is what it is. One of the next projects, actually, our market maker, we're creating a trading bot surrounding his trades and kind of an educational thing. And so that's like one of the, I announced that the other day. That is a coming project. Where our market maker is essentially creating we're going to create a token and an ecosystem for him, an app where you guys can sort of, you know, connect your wallet or stake into his program and then just follow along with his trades. And then on the app, you'll get notifications and whatnot for his TA and what he's thinking regarding overall market conditions. So kind of like just an overall educational type of project that does have a token attached to it, so that you're able to stake, and he's able to use some of that value in the for the trading bot. So that was announced like the other week. But
very, very cool. Just a question. I missed some of the very first half there, and then I got cut off. But how do you register? When is that coming out?
Yeah, registration is always on Inuyasha.io. We create a little registration form. You connect your wallet. It verifies how many Inuyasha you have in your wallet so that you can proceed forward. And then you basically type in your name and your wallet address. And then the wallet that you submit is audited to make sure you qualify.
Awesome. I love it. And just one more thing, in your Telegram, when you guys, you know, like some of these Telegrams you go on, you can tell right away that the vibe in the chat and the vibe in the Telegram's not good. And you guys with Clifford and with the Inuyasha, it's very professional, and you can tell there's no fear or trying to sell it, or, you know, it's very calm. It's like, you guys know what's happening, and you know that the coin's not going to tank, and, you know, it builds confidence. I like those type of telegrams like that, where other ones, they're just talking shit, and they're just trying to cover up crap or their tracks or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You can sense it, right? Even this call now, you can sense that there's some professionalism here. It's not just a bunch of people looking to moon and get a Lambo, right?
Right. I mean, we want to moon, you know, but yeah, I feel you. I mean, I can speak on that a tiny bit. Within the ecosystem, like, so we're going to be further developing Yasha as a whole. And the people that are working on it, like, there's one guy, Ethereum Foundation guy, that's helping us, and he has won awards. So we literally have some of the best developers in the world, if not, like, a lot of people consider this one guy the actual best Solidity developer in the world. Not only that, but our launches and our operation is super smooth. Budosh is such a talent, just a brilliant mind. You know, he's really like just a stud. And yeah, I mean, you guys are in good hands. Like, during our launches, like, not only are you guys in good hands, but we know what we're doing, and so yeah,
and it shows. It shows. I'm telling you, because you go to some of these other chats and it's like, it's not professional.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. You know, there's a lot of anonymous people, and it's super tough, man. Like, it's hard. Like, there was a project today, very experienced, quote unquote experienced developer that has launched many tokens. He forgot one parentheses, and he launched a bug, you know, and it's like, we're watching the token launch, and it's not getting any tax. Like, the routers weren't working or something. I type in their private chat. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what, you know, did you guys launch a bug? And like, sure enough, a few minutes later, like, we kind of look into it, and sure enough, they forgot like one, they had like one typo. And so now they're you know, trying to regroup, right? So
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it sounds good. I really like these projects. I think this next one's going to be super good. I'm excited.
I hope so, man. Some of the tech, like, there's a CART, type 1 diabetes cure that's on the table. There's like some really cool revolutionary type stuff on the table. There's some really cool people involved, like large institutions and research labs that we're onboarding. So I think, like, I see some type of medical or invention type stuff out there. I think that we can do it better because I think we can do it better. That's just my opinion. We're going to try. We'll try to do it better. How about that?
Nice. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for all the questions or the answers, and have a great day, guys.
Right on. Thanks, man.
Hi, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So I just came on not too long ago. I might have missed. I'm sorry if I'm asking the same thing. And I'm kind of new to Inuyasha. Just wanted to ask, the way I understand it, Inuyasha is the launchpad, right, for new projects that you guys will have in it, and you have to hold a certain amount of tokens to be considered to purchase into these new projects. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, I'll correct you a little bit. We're an incubator DAO, right? So like our first and foremost, like we're trying to foster growth or bring ideas or concepts or projects to reality, to market, and have them be long-term good projects with good use cases. So we're not necessarily a launch pad where everybody can come and be like, okay, I'm going to launch from Yasha launch or something, right? That's not really how it works.
So you guys screen the projects mostly?
I mean, really, like we incubate. If you go look up on Google, like what an incubator or an accelerator fund is, that's basically what we are. Not only that, but the people within the DAO, I mean, if they so choose, if there's other investment opportunities that they want to pursue, they can all pool their funds together to go, either purchase or like Yasha, everybody can pitch in, one ETH. Everybody can pitch in one and
So you cut out there. I'm sorry. You said everybody.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now? Sorry, somebody's calling me. I actually have a meeting right now at 7, so I gotta go. But I'll just answer this. Like, yeah, for Yasha, everybody can pitch in, one ETH and go purchase, some type of conference room or something out in the world to have some type of real public space, right? If they want to invest in some type of pre-IPO, they can go do that, and we can try to figure out how to make it happen. But first and foremost, we're an incubator. But give me 1 second. Let me message.
Okay.
Let me message this person and just see if I can stay on for a little bit longer. 1 second.
Sure. Thank you.
Hey guys, H here. Hope everybody's well. There's like a lot of new people here. Just want to let you know, guys, be careful with like links and stuff. If you think like you're gonna participate in the DAO from Inuyasha, make sure you use the proper Telegram, proper website links. Don't just click in on links and like connect your wallet just because you got a message. So like people from the DAO never message you unless there's a conversation going already. So just be very careful with like scammers, because we've had already some out there that trying to take advantage of people. So especially with new investors, be very mindful and very careful with connecting your wallet to links. Always make sure that you go to inuyasha.io and get the information from proper Telegram and proper Twitter channel. Thank you.
Hey guys, really quick, I have a meeting right now that I'm like late for. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. I see a lot of familiar faces in here. I hope I answered, and then hopefully we can just schedule another one of these, Niall, maybe for tomorrow night if we want to keep this thing going.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, same.
Let's schedule one for tomorrow night, and then you guys just keep going here. Guys, D-Register is in here. He's basically the operator of the entire ecosystem, 100% invaluable person. I hate to put him in the spot like this, but he can also take the mic here and try to answer some questions and whatnot of what's going on. All right. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys.
Catch you later. I have a quick question.
Yeah, if I could just finish really quick, I just had that other finished last question was that for the new project that's going to be launching, so if whoever's holding Yasha tokens, anybody can participate into this new project, or is there a cap of certain amount that you guys are raising?
So if you're holding Inuyasha tokens, after, if you qualify for the pre-sale, you'll be available to join in the pre-sale if you choose to. And if not, you can always purchase it at launch or whenever you prefer.
What are the requirements for pre-qualification?
So we do vet the wallets. The first project we launched was Guzzler. The minimum requirements at the time was 25 million tokens, and it was based on, our market cap at that point. And for Clifford, it was higher, so we lowered it to 12.5 million Inuyasha tokens.
Oh, okay. So the requirements is pretty much the amount of tokens that you be required, right?
Well, that, and we also audit the wallets. So we make sure that there's, as Joey previously said, I don't know if you were on, but that there's no nefarious transactions, that, the wallet's been there. It's not, somebody that just buys and dumps or is looking for a pre-sale to, 100x and get out. So we're looking for true holders and people that are going to support the project, not short-term gains.
Oh, I got you. Okay. And is there any amount of tokens that are really required of Inuyasha for this new project, or we don't know?
We have not announced it.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Can I ask a question quick about the audit of the wallets?
Yeah.
When I bought into Clifford, I sent about 80% of my bag over to the crypto.com DeFi wallet because I like the security features there. Is that going to hold me up whenever my wallet is audited? And you guys see, I hold Inuyasha, I hold Guzzler, I have a very small amount of Clifford, but then the bulk of it was sent out to the second wallet.
No, as long as you're holding in that second wallet?
Yeah.
So you can always send me the Ether scan for it, and I can look it up.
Awesome.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Go ahead.
Now that it's 5,000 holders, any news on when we can expect staking?
It's actually something that we're looking at for cross-chain, meaning for all projects. So all can be staked, including Guzzler and Clifford. But it's something that's actively being worked on now.
Hey, quick question.
Is there a rough timeline in terms of the staking?
Not that we're putting out right now.
I do have a quick question for you guys.
Go ahead.
So with the scientific DAO, the plan is to provide liquidity and funding to projects that want to do things right. They want to have inventions like Joey was talking about earlier. What is the plan for whenever those things take off and they show a profit? Is there a reflection-based return to the investors?
So all of the specifics, as time goes on, everything is going to be announced, and everything will be made very clear prior to the pre-sale and prior to launch. But everything is also on the timeline. If that makes sense to you. We don't want to give away the farm now, and then there's no update later, right? So everything comes out based on the timeline.
Thanks for answering my question.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. It's Craig here in Melbourne. How are you, everybody? Hope you're well. Hey, I just wonder if there's any information on the scientific DAO. Do they have a website yet?
No, not that we have released now.
Right. Okay.
So again, everything's on a timeline. So we'll put it out. I know everybody generally wants everything yesterday, but as you can see, even with Clifford, everything came out as planned, and did very well.
Yeah. No. Just wanting to do a bit of research on what they do. So yeah, I'll wait. All good.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. See you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry. Is there a specific date when this project is going to launch?
We have not announced it yet. We're hoping that we will have 2 for January.
And one more question, please. Since the last time it was like 12.5 million. Now the price of Inuyasha is way higher. And there is people in parts of the world that will not be able to even afford like 10 million Inuyasha this time. Are you taking that in consideration?
We take a little bit of everything into consideration, but we have not announced the requirement in terms of what amount of Inuyasha need to be held. That will be announced when the pre-sale is announced.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. How do you get the telegram letting you know when the registration is open or when the pre-sale is going to be?
Can you rephrase it? I'm sorry, your question. How do you get to Telegram?
How do you get the telegrams? Because I'm pretty new to this, so I don't know how.
Okay. So do you follow the charts on Dex Tools?
No.
Okay. So do you follow Inuyasha, the
Yes.
official, on Twitter?
Yes.
So on their link tree, there's a link to the Telegram, and you'll have to establish an account.
Okay.
And then just join the Telegram.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Anybody have any other questions?
Yeah, so basically, I was going to ask, is it a problem that if I sold some of my tokens to buy Inuyasha, I had other tokens in my wallet, and then my first token was Clifford. It was Clifford about 3-4 weeks ago. Then I heard about Inuyasha, so I sold some of my tokens to buy into Inuyasha. Would you consider me a swing trader just for selling my tokens within my wallet to buy Inuyasha?
Okay. No. Well, there's a lot more that goes into it.
Right.
So it's not just about, I sold a couple tokens or, I got a couple ETH. There's a lot more that goes into it.
Because I only just started trading about 4 weeks ago. I sold all of my stocks, and my total portfolio is less than about 6,000 or thereabout. So and I bought into Clifford first. Then I heard about Inuyasha. Then I bought into Inuyasha. Then they raised the bar. The bar was raised from 0.5 ETH to 12 million. So I sold all of my other tokens to buy to make sure I could get into Inuyasha. So I was wondering if it would be a problem.
Okay. It shouldn't. Okay. But if something pops up, you can always, if you're in Telegram, you can always message me and we can talk about it.
All right, no problem. Is that the AUK?
What is that?
Are you AUK?
No, I'm D registered. So D is in Daniel. If you look at my name on the top, it says co-host. Okay. It's my first initial and my last name registered.
Okay, I'm Sam, by the way, Sam. All right. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
All right, bye.
Will there be like a hard cap of how many people you are allowed to raise on the pre-sale?
We take everything into consideration at the time we receive pre-registration, and we'll make the determination at that point.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I see Zach in here, and he's not talking.
Can I ask one more question?
Go ahead.
Yeah, when you're looking for suspicious activities when it comes to that's why, are you looking only for something related to Inuyasha projects, like if somebody did something with the Clifford before or Guzzler, or you're looking into everything?
It's more or less a review of everything.
Got it.
But very time consuming, but we want to make sure that we have successful projects and not people that are going to dump.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Of course.
So I know everybody's asking about the pre-sale. That's cool and all. And just to clear it up, that $400 investment at its max was $170,000.
Okay.
Right. But my question is, what's on the fair launch? Is there a max in regards to how much we can buy in, or?
Generally speaking, we do put anti-whale mechanisms in.
Okay.
For launch, so the max purchase at launch would be, and I'm giving you an example because it hasn't been determined yet, but could be something as 0.1%, which on a sliding scale will go up as time goes on.
Okay. Oh, okay. So usually that's like after the first few hours or maybe a day or two, then we're able to write back more.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No worries.
Oh, ask him about the beer launch.
What about a fair launch?
He was asking me, I'm sorry, my whole family's love this whole Inuyasha thing. And
No, dude, we're here, so no worries.
I just explained to him, you guys been answering the same question all night about the fair launch. It's not going to change. It's the same. My apologies.
No, you're good.
All right.
This is when you know something's really good, right? Like when people bring in their families to invest. It's like the best kind of recommendation for projects or for the DAO.
Yeah. And what most people may not be aware of is, Inuyasha was actually developed initially not only as an incubator, but to be a safe place for everyone. To know that when you invest your money, that it's gonna, you're not dealing with any scammers. You're not dealing with a project that's going to go away. You're dealing with a committed team that's going to be there through and through. And that's what we've tried to establish. Hopefully, we have.
In my eyes, for sure. I hold all three projects. I mean, been there from day one. Haven't sold a token. It's just great. Like Joey was talking about, like looking at the launch today, dude. I haven't looked at launches for like 3 weeks now. I haven't looked for a project, like actually catching up my work and things. You know what I mean? Instead of hunting projects, it's been a blessing.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, same here. I haven't traded anything outside, but we're working big time on the back end, so not a lot of time to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you guys have been doing just amazing, like the way people respond, and I mean, community is just amazing. And anyone who's new, like to crypto, and we just want everybody to be safe. Really, like we're investors ourselves. I'm an investor in Inuyasha, like to begin with, and met so many people, so many friends now, and a lot of like kind of cautious and responsible investors and people that are working on a project are very mindful. So just ask questions, like if you see a red dog logo or Inuyasha logo or Guzzler logo, just ask questions and people will help you. If they don't know, they'll find the answer, or like they'll direct you to somebody who'll be able to answer your question. Just be safe. Like just because it's like somebody send you a link, it doesn't mean that it's an opportunity. It could be like totally the opposite. So definitely be careful. Follow the real Telegram.
Brian's in here too. Brian hadn't talked. Any more questions, guys?
I got one. Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
How many days will it be between the pre-sale and the fair launch?
We have not established it, but we announce everything. So there's more than sufficient time to, number one, to give to people to participate in the pre-sale, and then enough notice as well for the date that we're going to launch as soon as we announce.
Okay, thank you.
I just want to say another thing, guys. So for the 2 pre-sales, we already had the first one for Guzzler and the second one for Clifford. Not one person was unhappy with our decisions. We always try to keep it fair for everybody and at the same time safe. So I know a lot of people might be worried about getting into the next pre-sale, but just know that that fact right there, that nobody has been upset yet in the last 2 pre-sales we had.
New Year's, you have a question? You have your hand raised.
Yeah, I just had a quick question about up and coming projects. But do you guys actually have, in the pipeline?
What say the last part one more time? I'm sorry.
What do you guys actually have in the pipeline? What you guys about to roll out on? What you guys about to launch? Like any new projects?
Well, we have a scientific DAO that will be launching soon, and then the second project, which we haven't released much information on, is a NFT project. And then there's also several others with Market Maker. There are just several other projects in the pipeline.
Like scientific DAO, is it like you got a date, time, anything?
Meaning, if we have not announced, so we just announced the project, I believe, officially last night. And it could have been the night before, but unfortunately, all the days are starting to come together for me. So I believe it was last night or the night before we officially announced it. And you can find more information on Telegram.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a few more questions before we end this. Does anybody have any more questions?
I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
Any marketing details for Clifford Inu itself? Anything major that we might be able to do in the first quarter for marketing wise?
There's a lot going on with Cliff, but a lot of it, you have staking coming. If you guys look at the new updated white paper, we also have a bunch of centralized exchanges that should be coming very soon. Which take a little bit of time to get everything set up, but those are coming, and a couple other things that we're working on. But everything will be announced in due time.
Okay, yeah, because I'm trying to guess if we're gonna be able to surpass that time at this rate real quick.
There's always a goal.
Thank you, by the way.
No worries.
Anybody else have any questions? All right, everybody.
I'm sorry. Last thing. Any idea about the economics of the new project? I mean, it's going to be a burn system.
We have not announced the details yet.
All right.
So we just announced the project, let everyone know it's coming, and as time goes on, more and more information will be released.
Thanks so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for giving us your time and your ears, and I appreciate everybody. We'll be hosting more Twitter Spaces soon. So if any questions, if you guys come up with any questions or whatever you want to do, ask or bring in more people in, just we'll make sure we give you guys a bigger heads up next time.
Yep.
That's it. All right, y'all. That was the Inuyasha, the scientific DAO, man. The next project, you already know your boy Yon World had to cover it. I've been waiting for them to announce this, and I saw they was doing the live Twitter space, so I wanted to tap in with y'all. I felt like it was the perfect opportunity to tap in with y'all. This project definitely gonna explode. It's a lot with the Inuyasha developers, the ecosystem. They're just real professional, as y'all can see. They're real professional. I like that as an investor, and definitely supporting their next project, seeing what they got coming, But yeah, man, it's your boy Yon World. 30-minute. They had a little 30-minute Twitter space, so it was cool. It was real cool seeing what y'all talking about. But they talked about all of the requirements, everything. If you wanted to join the pre-sale, you will have to hold 12.5 million Inuyasha coins. So y'all got to go buy some Inuyasha. You can get it on Uniswap. But yeah, and they vetting the wallets. You know, they checking the wallets, making sure you don't dump or, you know, seeing what type of trader you are. So I like that about the team. I think that's real professional. And yeah, man. It's your boy Yon World. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know, we got one of the best crypto channels on YouTube. Make sure y'all join the Patreon, the Telegram group. I really created my own metaverse, man. It's crazy. We up on it right now. So tap in, stay aware of all of this new crypto information because your opportunity could be around the corner, man. It's not financial advice, but man, I've seen some crazy stuff happen in this crypto space. So it's your boy Yon World. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm out. Peace.